All right, folks. I guess I couldn't stay away. I was just thinking about, you know, I was thinking about you, the customer, thinking any way I could help, I'd like to help. If you got questions how to maximize what's going on. If you ever heard the term melt up, this market's melting up. And and it's pretty interesting because when you look at it, you say to yourself, okay, how did we get here? And then all you do is look at the numbers, and they're higher, higher, and higher. Even the pullbacks are minimum for a normal day. I mean, we just pulled back from 94 to 88. Now we're back up at 91. So RB4 is pretty interesting. We come out the top end of RB4, then I think you got realistically that'll be higher than the Genesis bar, which is about 92 the way I see it. That would be higher, which would probably test that 95 area. Get above 95, we could have a good last hour. I don't see, it tried to go down and it held some pretty good numbers, and now we just got to let the time work. But one of the things that I'd like to do is a couple things. I want to come back to the portfolio enhancement that we're doing. Jonathan, can you put that up there and just put a chart in those 10 stocks that we could look at, and let me talk about it.
Yeah, sure can. Let me find that slide real quick. All right, there it is.
Yeah, here's the 10 stocks. If you look at these 10 stocks, now what we're going to do is do like a checkup. We're going to go to that, what was it, you call it RB Trader, that sort of identified it, and then put that next to a chart, and let's just look at it.
All right, those are the six from earlier in bold. We got Meta, MU, AMD, and NNE left to go. Here's the
We got three left.
trader.
We got three left.
Four left.
What are the four we got left? Let's look at charts on the four we got left.
METU is one.
I didn't hear you.
METU is one.
META, you mean? Is that better on the mic?
Yeah, I was using the leverage variety, I guess. META is the correct ticker. Yeah.
All right, let's go look at the stocks. Okay, you had to pretty small, so if you don't mind, read what. Bring that where it's bigger. Usually your font's bigger for me. I'm surprised.
You changed your font on your computer recently, and I think that's the difference. I haven't changed my font.
Okay, so if you look at that, folks, notice that we never had a RB3 high. Does everybody see that? We have a slightly Genesis high, and so the market's correcting. You really need to look at the frame up there. This is how you use the frame. See the frame at 752 on Meta right there? If it goes above 752, I'll probe it. That's how you integrate the tools into what I'm trying to do, okay? All right, same thing here. That's Meta still, 752. Does everybody see what I'm talking about there? I'm trying to build this portfolio based on market action. I'd like them to go up, but I don't mind them going up, but I just don't want to just throw the money in there unless it's going to make me some money, and it'll make me some money if it gets above 752. Okay, everybody understand Meta for the afternoon, 752. Set an alert there, Jonathan. Jonathan, there seems to be a mistake that was made on SPX. Frank Why don't we address that since that's, the market looks like it's trying to go higher here.
No mistake, Frank has to call his broker because they're not letting him trade the SPX call spread. And I see Frank is bowed out of the room, so he must be doing that right now.
Frank McGuire.
Yes.
He said it wrong too. Well, he's buying. You always put the buy ahead of the sell when you're long. That threw me. He had it right. Okay,
Yeah.
so does everybody understand Meta 752? Let's go to MU next. MU's got to get above 221.55. Write that number down. 221.55 to probe it. Y'all see how I'm doing that? I want y'all to learn this technique. It's a great technique.
Next up, AMD.
AMD. Now, AMD looks like it's about to play. What's that high of that bar that went above there? 256.67. Let's set an alert at 257.11 and get long AMD.
We got the week open at 257.88. Are you okay probing it before the week open?
Yeah, I am. This late in the day, I am. Especially if S&P is going higher, right?
257.11.
All right, what else we got?
NNE.
Okay, NNE needs to get above. I'm going to just go 45.11 on that. That's just a standard 45.11 on an alert there to get long.
Okay.
Well, those are the four. Any questions about what I'm trying to accomplish by doing this? No, Claire, just this afternoon, those alerts, these are probes. I'm a little bit easier on probes. 752 on Meta carry, 752. I'm purchasing this. Yeah, I'm purchasing the stock, Carol, for that hypothetical 10,500 at a pop. And that means I'll have 50% invested once I get the rest of these in there. And then tomorrow I'll add the other if they go higher. $45.11, Jennifer, NNE. Yeah, 45 is a key number, Brian. 45 is the key number, but people in my futures know that number 45. And I've said it here 1,000 times, but if it gets above 45, I'd go in NNE. Very bullish, and I think it's going higher. All right, Jonathan, I got a trade that I want to do, and why don't we track it in TNT and in live trading, if we will. It's on XSP, expires tomorrow.
Okay.
If you throw an ETR line up there, and I'll show people how to do this real quick. ETR put SPX and XSP in there. That's all I need, those two, to show the last print on ETR. Does everybody see the XSP at 685.68? And then look at the 130 open at 685.66. Everybody see that? So here's the way the trade set up. I will sell the 85.84, but I'll only do it if we're positive on RB4 with a one-day expiration. Did everybody get the jackpot trade I did in SPX? Okay. Jonathan, won't you repeat what I said? Because I'm watching the market and I might have left out a few verbs on that. The strategy. I'm taking the opening price of 130, using it as a low if we go positive on RB4 on a day like today. And you put XSP in the chart and they can look at it. I'm taking the low, which is 685 roughly, and do an 85, 84 put spread. It's aggressive, but I'm going to do it. Josh, what would they pay me right now for that 85, 84 if we do get positive on RB4?
It's 23 cents right now, Tom. So it'll probably be about 22 or 21.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all like the ability to make a couple $100 just showing up, folks? I tell you, this 299 is going to be. You're going to say to me, how did he do that? And why did he do it? Well, I want to help you. All about you now. All about you. Carol said, this kind of advice, you pay a lot more. I said, I know, Carol, but like making money. All right, Jonathan, I want to review with everybody where I kill some time to 2. I wasn't even going to come today because I got my futures tonight. Boy, futures people are cleaning up that Delta 50 we did, Delta 10. Next day expiration, Buck. All right, so what are we looking for? 10 after 2, we want to be higher than the range from 130 to 2. Sets up this trade. I can't come here and don't trade like this, I am trading, I'm guilty. I talked to a couple students. That Rick guy was there last night, gave me a bad number. I tried to call him. The one was so negative worried about a crash. I was going to say, how you like this 2% up? But his number didn't work. Yeah, they'll post a trade in the chat if we get the trigger. But everybody understand, I want you to learn. If I'm higher than 130 to 2, 10 minutes after 2, I'm going to do this trade. David, Jonathan, can you answer that question? I don't know.
David, the membership area, he's asking about the membership area for the TBUZ live trading. It will be opened up tomorrow morning. The subscription doesn't really start until November, but we're going to open up access tomorrow morning.
By November 1st, you'll say, I paid $300 and risking $1,000. I made $1,200. Give me more of that.
Yeah, it is $300 for the rest of the year. It's not a monthly fee. It's $299 for the rest of the year.
That's a good idea. Let's just do it about a month. I like that.
I figured you would. And yes, let's see who asked that question. David, yes, there will be a Telegram link in the members area. So tomorrow morning, when you check your membership area, the team should have access for you. And inside the live trading with TBUZ section, or it might be called TBUZ Live Trading, you will find a link to join the Telegram channel.
I talked to Jean Marie on the break, Jonathan. She's got a futures trade going right now. She's up about 10 points. She's the she's a first-time futures trader. She's not risking any because her stop's right where she got in now.
That's a beautiful place to be, isn't it?
Yep. That's called a free ride. Jean Marie, are you here? I don't know if she's here or not. Bragging on her a little bit. She's working hard. Carol, reminds me of you. She's working hard. She's working so hard, she's got to go to Europe for 14 days and tour the Caribbean or Mediterranean. Cherry, the trade is sell the 85 put, buy the 84 put on XSP. If we are above RB4, and only if we are above RB4. Carol pulled in a lot of dividend money today. Way to go, Carol. Hey, when I told you I was going to show you how to do your retirement account for the last quarter at no charge, how you like me now? Hey, Vivian. That's an interesting name, Vivian. Are y'all having fun yet? Chuck, are you here? Chuck here.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Chuck, what would you tell Carol that her account's up 2% today?
I'd say wait until tomorrow.
Or wait the end of the week, Friday, to be safe, right? Yeah, this is
Yeah, I think basically things are going well. I'm a little bit surprised, Tom, because typically when you have a gap open on the weekend, we get a little bit of a retracement. We haven't seen any of that, and I think that kind of speaks to the power of this market.
yeah, it's the power of the move because I thought the same thing. And but once we went down and tested 87, I thought, and then we pop out, it made a new high. So they're still pushing this thing, you know.
Yeah, I think 6,900 is just too big of a temptation. I don't think they're going to let that go for
They
too
want
long.
to kiss it, don't they, Chuck?
Yeah,
Want to kiss that old 6,900.
and if they do that, the chance of breaking higher.
Carol, call Schwab and ask, and I don't know. The only thing I know, jackpot. I like those jackpot trades. Oh, that reminds me. I got to check that. I guess I filled this morning on the opening now that I think about it. Chuck, you know what this reminds me of? Market back in 99.
Yeah, that part where it
People
can't
kept
go any
shorting,
higher.
yeah, people kept shorting it and shorting it and shorting it. And it kept going higher and higher and higher. That's what this market reminds me of.
Yeah, it kind of has that same feeling, just much higher prices than they were back in 99.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm really looking to see if the market is going to try and keep some of those trigger points alive for after the FOMC, because I see points at which you're going to get a big momentum push in the market. And if that happens to coincide with FOMC day, I think it would be that much bigger. right? So it's sort of a situation where I'm loving what the market's doing, but if we could fast forward to Wednesday and do it then, I think that would be an even better reaction.
Hey, I tell you what, let's do what we're killing time. Jonathan, why don't you bring up a tasty trade? Let me just give a couple instructions to you and showing how to do it. Okay, like you bring up the platform, and we'll do some training on it. Okay.
All righty. Give me a second, a little bit here.
I did not, Carol. That's good to know, Carol. I had to have my CPA check it out. She's talking about that if you convert your Roth or your IRA over to a Roth, that there's a change in the tax law you got to be aware of. So I got to get my CPA on that. Thanks for giving me a heads up, Carol. All right, so here's the structure. Let's say I want to go out 8 days in futures for the E-mini and find an option at $5. How would it do? It slow, Jonathan. Don't do it fast. She puts the symbol in, ESZ. Everybody acknowledge they see that on Tasty Trade. That's how you get you put that in under trade. Notice it's got trade highlighted. Everybody see that, right? Okay. You go out 8 days. Count the days to expiration, right there, 8 days. Then go find a $5 option. How much is $5 on an E-mini? 250 bucks, right? $5 right there. So if you pay $5.25 for that option, right? You're risking 250 bucks. Everybody got it? Hey, is this my account?
Here is.
Okay, let's buy it. Buy it then.
You want an
Go
extra
ahead.
one?
Yeah, buy it.
Want one more contract?
Yeah, buy two of them. And then I'm risking 500 bucks on this trade. I want to show him this, okay? So he's buying it, right?
Limit 520. See if it'll fill you.
Not gonna fill me. You gotta get 530. Okay, how do you change the price route if I'm not gonna get it got filled? I just heard it
Feels
got
like
filled.
520. Yeah.
Okay, now go to positions. Jean Marie, are you following this? Under positions, you will see where's that option.
Right here.
Okay, highlight it, or you got it highlighted. Drop it down. Okay. Okay. Full. Everybody see full. Right there. Okay. Set an order to sell it at 7. That's a 40% gain. Okay. Day review.
Change the time and force to go till cancel, review, and send.
Now that's how you put an order in. Does everybody see that? Okay, now what if I want to change the price from 7 to 740? Go to activity, find the order working, right click on it, right? And it says replace. Second one down, hit replace. Change the price to 740. Hit review and send. Okay, now go over and look at activity, and you'll see the price at 740, current price 510. Everybody see it? Does everybody see how I did that? That's very straightforward, but you got to know your way around if you're going to trade. Thank you, Jonathan. Now, how much will I make if I get filled at 740? How much will I make? 240 bucks, right? Two contracts, 240 bucks if it goes to 740.
So you'll make more because you have 6 contracts on.
Oh, you're sharing what I've got there, huh?
Well, it's kind of small ink, but if you can read it, it says 6.
Yeah, everybody see that? I got 6 of those babies. Go look at where I got it. Let's just look at where I got it.
Activity, maybe?
Yeah, go to activity.
495. Where is your original price? I guess they filled it at 490.
Well, yeah, okay. 490.
Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like to me, 490.
Okay. I got one I'm trying to sell. Oh, that's a QQQ. I'm trying to sell for 997.
You're trying to sell all 6 of these at 740.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, I've been buying this sucker all day long, and this is not my primary account. I let Jonathan use it for demonstration, but never trade from somebody unless they're willing to say, "Hey, I'm doing this myself." You think I'm giving you this information out taking a bite? No way. I love doing this. All right, let's go back to the roadmap. And what are we looking for in 8 minutes? Jonathan, tell them the high of RB4.
Oh, for the S&P, 68.96.
Okay, so we'll set an alert at 68.96. I wouldn't generate, I think that you ought to practice on the platform a little bit more, okay? Usually if you make one error like you did, you'll make more. Something else is on your mind, like a trip to Europe. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so what are we waiting for? Okay, so I'm going to trigger into the XSP trade, right? If I see an alert, Jonathan says the alert hits, right? Now, what would tell me I'm not going to do the trade? I want y'all to answer that one. Two things. If it goes below, what's that low of the RB4?
Well, the RB frame low looks like 88, 68.88.
So if it goes below 88, I'm not doing this trade, so I've got like a defined time also. I would do this trade up to about 2:45 time-wise. That's the window that we'll be using a lot during this time frame, 1:30 to 3. Jonathan, this is all I wanted to cover. Can we play and see if is anybody here? Is anybody here that wants to hear what it's only about 15 minutes, right, Jonathan, to join the live trade? Why don't we do that?
Yeah, probably 15 minutes or so.
And
Yeah.
I'll hang around for at least another 15 minutes and give you a final analysis after we play it. Let it play. And we'll interrupt it if we get above, what's that high, 97? Klein, you just get here? You know, if you don't show up on time,